Hi, this is Pastor Steve, and I'd like to give you an update about what's going on in the United Methodist Church. Some have questions and concerns of what's taking place and what should St. Mark be doing at such a time as this. Now, some are aware that the Global Methodist Church was formed May 1st of this year. Some of you may not know that another group had already formed, the Liberation Methodist Connection, in 2020. Both of these seem to be in relation to what took place at the 2019 General Conference, where it became apparent that theological differences or biblical interpretation would not allow us to stay together. You know, there's 12 million United Methodists in our country, second largest Protestant denomination in the United States, but there are 80 million Methodists worldwide. There's 26 different Methodist denominations in Europe, 16 in Africa, and 18 in Asia. So what's taking place is something that's been going on for some time. Part of our history as the Methodist Church is that for different reasons, some doctrinal, some related to polity and governance, sometimes biblical interpretation, different reasons at different times have caused people to leave the main body of the church and go their own way. It happened within a few years after the Methodist Church was formed. And of course, it's happening again now recently. As I kid sometimes, it seems like the United Methodist Church is going to change the letters and become the Untied Methodist Church. But really, the church has been doing that off and on throughout its history. It just takes on a greater urgency when it's during a time when we're alive. It's not a matter of history, it's present day reality. So what will happen to the United Methodist Church? Well, in 2024, there'll be a general conference. Many believe that will be a time when decisions will be made of what will take place within the United Methodist Church. Maybe other groups or denominations will be formed. So sometime in 2024, the general conference will meet and we'll have a great idea of what's going on and what's taking place. There'll be some real choices to be made that really don't need to be made now. Every church will have a chance to decide where they'd like to align themselves. We as St. Mark will vote sometime in the future about that. Each pastor will have the same opportunity to align themselves with those they feel theological kinship with or feel like they'd like to be a part of. But no decision needs to be made right now. There have always been times when churches have left a denomination and formed new denominations. We, of course, know that's how the Protestant Reformation started in the 16th century. I think of two things that Jesus said and wonder how they fit into our present reality or even church history. One is the fact that Jesus said, "By this they'll know that you're my disciples, by the love you have for one another." Not by the fact you agree on everything doctrinally, not because you have the same polity or governance, not because you're alike in worship style or vestments or not, but that you love one another. I wonder if we've been doing that. I hope we may learn how to do it better. The second thing is that Jesus prayed for unity, that his church may be one. And I don't know how to handle all the different aspects of even the Methodist Church, some 70 denominations, much less our own United Methodist Church and what's happening with us. So maybe the unity is bigger than just bearing the same name or having the same denominational affiliation. Maybe it still is a matter of the heart. John Wesley said it this way: "If your heart is as my heart, if you love God and all humankind, I can ask no more. Simply give me your hand." Wesley understood that we have much more in common than we have in differences. If we're trusting Jesus, we're seeking to love one another, then we're being a faithful follower of Jesus, no matter what our denominational name or affiliation. My prayer is for St. Mark when the time comes to make the best decision we can for where we may choose to be. Of course, there's always the option, it seems like in the future, to be an independent church. And some United Methodist churches have done that themselves and become an independent church. But the thing is, we don't have to worry about that now. But do be in prayer. Pray for our brothers and sisters as United Methodists. Pray for wisdom and direction for the bishop and for the leadership of the church. Pray for the 2024 General Conference. But most of all, keep praying for our community. Keep praying for one another as brothers and sisters in Christ here with St. Mark, that we might be faithful in the living of our lives and our service to God and one another, because that's the witness that people see. That's the church that they know, when we love God, love one another, and love them too. So I hope this helps a little bit. Again, I don't know if it answered all your questions, but hopefully it gives you a little peace of mind that St. Mark's right where we need to be, doing what we should be doing, and at the right time we'll make our decision too. God bless you.